Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of the Mompreneur Business Launch Challenge. Very excited to be back here today. Thank you to everyone who has completed their homework, posted it in the group. That's fantastic. It will help with a surprise that I have for today. And before we get started, just to let you know, we will be doing another VIP session today at 5. I'll send out an email to everybody that has click the link in the description and signed up with the details about that. At the end of this session, though, I am going to ask you to comment on what would be beneficial for us to talk about. I have a couple of things I was going to go into in the VIP session, but I want it to be beneficial for you. So I'm going to give some choices, and then you guys can let me know. So I'm very excited to do this. I love today. Today is great because today is when we find out how to really, be heard and connect and find our ideal clients, right? So let's get started. And I'm also very excited because I think my slides are going to work. Exciting day. Google Slides. Here we go. No, I did that wrong again. Oh my gosh, you guys. One day I'm going to be so good at this. Okay, here we go. I've got it. Ta-da. No, wrong one. At the very least, this has got to make you feel good about yourself because apparently, I'm just, there we go. Okay, here we go. Yes, I have done it. Now I'm just going to put it in that very beautiful slideshow format. And we're here. Okay, so 5-day Mompreneur Business Launch Challenge, day 3, how to effectively be heard in a crowded marketplace and communicate our irresistible journey to our perfect clients, resulting in consistent high-quality leads and flawless sales calls. Just going to do a quick check, make sure I'm here on Facebook seeing it right. There we go. We're good. Okay, so welcome back to day 3. If you remember from yesterday, we talked about creating an inspired business concept or offer using skills you already possess that will be valued and sought after by your intimately known BFF clients. Again, thank you to everybody that took the time to answer the homework. It really was well done and gave me some insights into, where you're at, who you're serving, how you're serving, and it was really wonderful. So again, who am I? Angela Bell. I do this because I love to help moms, and I'm the founder of the Inspired and Profitable Mompreneur, the founder of the Mom Magic Anthology series and movement, and the creator of the CMS method. So the CMS method, again, is clarity plus marketing plus sales. Today we're talking about the M, which is marketing. M is the personalized marketing strategy that we use to effectively be heard in a crowded marketplace and communicate our irresistible journey to our perfect clients, resulting in consistent high-quality leads and flawless sales calls. Okay, let's break it down a little bit. So for your marketing to be effective, you have to know who you are marketing to. This means you have to already have your perfect customer persona, or your ideal client avatar, your BFF client description, which we discussed yesterday. And I read through and saw some of your perfect customer personas, so well done. Because your perfect personalized marketing system communicates your irresistible journey, which is how you help, to your future BFF clients in a way that they will hear and take action on. It doesn't matter how good your offer is. If no one knows about it, no one is buying. And if the wrong people know about it, still no one is buying, right? So we need to find that point where we have a great offer and the right people are hearing about it, okay? So you could have a great business, but with no one buying, you have no profit, revenue, or sales, and you still feel like a failure. Or as I called it, back when I was struggling, an expensive hobby. So are you tired of feeling overwhelmed, trying too many things to reach an unknown group of people? You're going to start to think that your offer is the problem, distracting you from success, not talking to the right people. Okay. This happens a lot, right? It happens a lot more than you know to people. And that is that because they're not hitting the right target or marketing to the right people, they start to think that their offer is the problem. And they invest all this time and energy reworking their offer, or scrapping their offer, learning new skills and creating a new offer, when really their offer is fine. It's how they're marketing it, who they're selling to, and how they're trying to find those people that is flawed. So imagine knowing with confidence the exact process you can use to help your clients. Imagine always knowing what to say and share and reaching the right people every time. Imagine your BFF clients messaging you daily about your services instead of you having to message them. Imagine no more cold DMs, spammy messages, and exhaustive selling strategies that never seem to work. Imagine having complete confidence in yourself and your business. You ready to learn how to do that? Drop a yes. Let's see yeses. Let's get ready. Let's dive in. Here we go. As I mentioned, your personalized marketing system is the one that guarantees you are heard in a crowded marketplace. And we all know how crowded the marketplace is right now, and that you are able to communicate your irresistible journey to your perfect client. If you don't think the marketplace is crowded, go post in a Facebook group asking a random question and see, how many people actually see it. It's interesting. So today we're going to go through creating an irresistible journey, locating your ideal clients, creating messaging that speaks to them, and sharing your messaging in a way that they see it. Okay. So what exactly is an irresistible journey? Any ideas? What do you think? Okay. It's the transformative process that you take your clients through. Okay. It's taking them from their painful point A to their desired point B. So yesterday we talked about their pain points, where are they now? And you're going to take them to the desired point B. So remember, people don't buy a plane ticket, right? I'm going to San Diego for my first ever book signing. And I didn't buy the plane ticket to get to San Diego. Sure, I bought the plane. I physically paid for it. But in my mind, I was buying the ability to travel to another country and go sign books for the first time in my life, right? That experience, that joy, that's what I was paying for. People don't buy programs, right? They buy end results and dreams. You can't sell someone a 3-step process, right? You have to sell them their desired results. You sell them the promise, the feeling, the solution. The irresistible journey is how you get them to that desired result. So for me, I help moms launch and grow their own online business to create time and financial freedom. Okay. How does this make sense? So sorry, I'm trying to read my own slides, but so my irresistible journey is that I take them from wanting a business, stressed out, overwhelmed, feeling like a failure, never feeling like they're ever going to be able to make their dreams come true, to a business that is profitable, that creates time freedom. They can work on it where they want, when they want, how they want, and it makes money. Okay. So you take your I help statement, which you all wrote out yesterday in the homework, right? And then you break it down, how you help them. So how do you go from where they are to where they want to be? Break it down into 4 to 6 main steps. Okay. So let's see an example. Did I put one in here? No. So I like the bookkeeping example, right? So let's use the bookkeeping example. So let's say we have someone that is selling bookkeeping services, right? And their I help statement is, I help stressed out entrepreneurs gain peace of mind by, organizing their cash receipts and expenses into neat business statements that allow them to, always know where their business is at and what's going on. Okay. So how do they do that? So step one might be helping them understand what is needed to create. So teaching them what they need to keep record of. So what, receipts they should hang on to, and how they should organize it. Step two might be organizing their files so that they know where to put things as they come in. Step three would be taking their data and inputting it into QuickBooks. And step four would be having QuickBooks print out easy to read financial statements so that they can easily review them and understand where their business is at. That might be 4 steps, right? Now, under each of these 4 to 6 big steps, there's going to be little steps, right? So you don't need to break it down into all of the tiny steps, kind of break it down into chunks. What are the big chunks that you're going to do for them to take them from their painful current situation to their desired result? So once we've done that, great, Angela, I have a journey. Now what? Now we're going to find your BFF clients. And this is what we've been waiting for, right? This is what this is how we start to make money. So, did you create your perfect customer persona? I know I saw some, ideal client statements. I saw some really good stuff. So if everybody's created that, we're going to draw from that. It all goes together, right? So based on your perfect customer persona, where do your clients hang out? Okay. Are they people that like to go to coffee shops, libraries, yoga studios, CrossFit gyms, quilters guilds? That's my mom. Or are they people that hang out or prefer to, get information on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, any of the platforms that I'm far too old to know about because I'm not that trendy? Who knows? Where do they hang out? Where do they get their information from? Okay. This again goes to like social media. Do they read the newspaper? Do they still like to hold a physical newspaper? Are they looking at CNN, Fox News? I don't watch the news, so I don't know what they all are. Are they on Reddit? Where are they getting their information from? Who are your best competitors? This is a big one, right? Oftentimes we don't want to look at our competitors because we're too afraid to see what they're doing because it triggers that comparison and that internal judgment, and it can make us feel bad about ourselves. But here's the thing, find out who your best competitors are because they've done half the work for you, especially if they're doing better than you are, right? You want to look at where they're hanging out. Where are they posting about their stuff? Because chances are, if they're further ahead in their journey than you, they've done a lot of this work and they know that ideal clients are in that space. And that's why they're hanging out there and posting there or sharing their offers there. So save yourself some time, do a deep dive into some of your best competitors and learn from the work that they've already done. Finding your crowd is easy when you know your BFF clients intimately. So what I want you to do, either now or, as part of the homework, list 5 to 10 Facebook groups that you know your clients are in, hashtags and keywords that you know that they are following, okay? Because you're going to use this to reach them. Next, what we want to do is we want to call out our BFF clients and have them self-identify. This is key. Okay, pay attention right here because this is big. I know we've all received these, inbox messages, and I know we've probably all sent some out too, right? It's part of the process. It's part of learning. But those ones where you get the random DM and it's like, hey, I was reading through your about section and it's really interesting. Could you use this service? Or I have this great service that could help you, right? Sometimes, it's on point. Sometimes they actually did look at your profile and they actually know you maybe could benefit from them. Sometimes it's very clear that they didn't even look at your profile. Like people offer to, help me find a date. And I'm like, I'm married. I don't need a date. I don't have time. Nor the desire. But this way, you can actually have people that need your services self-identify so that when you're communicating with them, you already know they want what you got, right? So this is what we call a launch conversation. And a launch conversation is something that you can post in Facebook groups and get your client to ideal clients to literally raise their hand and say, I am right here. Okay. So with a launch conversation, what you want to do is create just a statement, and I'm going to show you some examples and tell you all about it. And you want to make it noticeable. So it says here, use a hot pink background or bright color. When people comment or like on your launch conversation, you want to friend everyone who likes and comments on it. And then kind of engage in the coaching, or coach a little in the section, or engage with them in the comment section, right? So if they comment me or right here, engage with them and then move on from there to stuff that we'll cover later. So here are some examples. Are there any blank struggling with blank? So for me, are there any aspiring mompreneurs struggling with overwhelm from all the things that need to be done? Are there any moms who dream of having their own business but just don't think it can happen for them? And then have you struggled? This is another one. Have you struggled with getting a pay raise as an OT? Or have you struggled with buying clients for your business? And then another one, what is your number one goal, struggle, passion with? I like these. These are great. You can do these like every month without even thinking about it. What is your number one goal for your biz in November, December, January? What is your biggest struggle in your business right now? Or what is your biggest struggle with weight loss right now? What is your biggest struggle with, parenting right now? What is your biggest struggle with dating, communication, relationships, mindset, shadow work, you name it? What is your biggest passion right now? Okay. Here are some examples that I pulled from. I mean, some of them are mine, some aren't. I just pulled some of these from, Facebook. So the first one here is mine. I put on Instagram. Moms, I'm looking for 5 women that want to start their own online business. Comment ready, and I'll message you directly. Right? That's an outright like, hey. Question, what 3 experts have you used lately for your business? Names not required, looking for professions. This is great because if people list what you do, you know that they use the services you provide, right? Where are my small business owners? What do you do, right? If you provide services for small business owners, this is a great way to do it. And when you have them say, what do you do? You can find out what industry they're in and does it align with your niche. Happy November. What are your top 3 goals for this month? Want to become a published author and expand your brand visibility? Type yes below. As an entrepreneur, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to health and fitness? Okay. And then who here is a mom that advocates for change in the world? Are you a mom that is passionate about a cause? Like these bottom 3 are some I use for finding authors for the anthology series that I have, Mom Magic, right? So you can use launch conversations to find your ideal clients in other groups. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes if your launch conversation sounds too salesy, right? Moderators or admin are going to decline it. And that's okay. It's their group, right? They get to decide what gets posted. So you have 2 options when that happens. One option that you don't have is to argue with the moderator and the admin. Don't do it. But you can either rework the language of your launch conversation and try to post again. But look at the rules and make sure it complies, or you can just find another group. One thing that's great about launch conversations, if you do it effectively, is oftentimes if you don't sound salesy, Facebook groups love it because it generates a lot of engagement and it helps them with the algorithm. So if you're posting effectively or asking things like, what are your top 3 goals for this month? That helps you because it gives you information, but it's not going to offend any admin or moderators because it's really just going to generate engagement for their group. So posts at work. If money was not an issue, what would you invest in for your business? Okay. People are going to list all the things they want for their business that if they had the money, they would buy. They're going to open themselves and say, here are the things that I want. As an entrepreneur, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to health and fitness? This one's great because it's very specific to the industry, health and fitness, but it also tells us who this person's ideal client is, entrepreneurs, right? So why do we need to do this? Okay. So I know it seems obvious. I get it. But we have to get their attention. Okay. We have to get people's attention. And attention is in short supply these days, friends, right? So what we're asking people to do is stop paying attention to everything they have going on their screen, in their life, in general, in their minds. I mean, if yours is as noisy as mine is, getting my attention is hard. And we want them to stop and pay attention to us. Okay, that is why we need to call them out. Who are we looking for? Where are my moms? Where are my mompreneurs? Where are my entrepreneurs? Small business owners, spiritual business owners, right? Get specific, call them out by descriptive name so that they see it. Okay. Now, why is it so hard? Because we have a lot going on. So studies have shown that people need to see a message at least 7 times before it sinks in. So it supports the notion that people learn and therefore remember by repetition. So at first, when you post your launch conversations, it's going to feel like, well, unless one goes viral and just takes off and you're overwhelmed, some of the first ones are going to be slow, right? People don't know you. So they're not necessarily going to respond to your posts. But as they see your name more and more, and you're posting more and more, they are going to start to recognize your name. That's why I was talking with one of my teammates here, one of the women on my team, and she mentioned that, I feel like, all we're doing in some of these groups is just commenting on those promote your business posts, and there's 200 people commenting the same thing, and is it really worth it? And I was like, absolutely it is, right? And the reason it's worth it is this. So every time you comment on one of those promote your business posts, your name shows up, your business name, you, whatever it is, a picture of your website, a link to a free offer, but your name is showing up. And so every time somebody sees your name, right, it starts to create that recognition. They start to say, okay, I recognize that name. Oh, I've seen that before. It takes 7 times minimum before that sinks in. Right? So what you're doing by posting on, those promote your business posts is you're creating name recognition. You're becoming familiar to people so that when you do a launch conversation or you do an offer post, it's not the first time they're seeing your name, right? So it's not tedious, or it is tedious, but it's not pointless. It does have a purpose, even if it doesn't feel like it's being effective. So why do we need to see messages at least 7 times before it sinks in? The average person living today processes as much as 74 gigabytes of information in a day. So that's as much as watching 16 movies. And that's coming at them through TV, computers, cell phones, tablets, billboards, and many, many other, gadgets and sources. So people are literally inundated with information. And you're fighting for a piece of their attention amongst all of that. Okay. So at first your posts are going to go unnoticed, but then people are going to start to notice them. And then when you're using the right language in your launch conversations and in your offer posts, they're going to start to take it in. You're going to break through the reticular activation system, the spam filter for their brain. It's going to let you in because they recognize you and you say something that they've told themselves is important. And they're going to go, oh, I wonder if they could help me. Okay. So let's look at the components of effective messaging, right? You want to show up where your BFF clients are. Okay? You want to demonstrate that you understand their pain points. You want to create hope, and you want to invite. People forget the invite part, right? Our BFF, our potential clients are like vampires. If you don't invite them in the house, they just stand at the door and wait. Right? They need an invitation. So showing up where they are. This is going to, the Facebook groups or the other places that you identify that you know that they hang out and gather their information. Demonstrate that you understand their pain points. Okay. So in this example, we teach women how to leverage being a published author into their business. And so what it knows is that the pain point is, people are looking to either become a published author, or they are a published author and they want to know how to leverage that, right? They're a published author and it doesn't have any value to them because it's not doing anything for them. Writing a book doesn't just make you famous like that, and it won't just make you rich. Writing a book is a catalyst. It's you use it as a tool to help grow your business. A lot of people don't know how to do that. So what this post is doing is it's identifying that lack of information. And you can see that in the word teach. We teach. So the pain point is we know you don't know. You create hope. Okay. So interested in becoming a best-selling author in 2023? It's possible. That statement says it's possible. And then you want to invite. Okay. So the question mark is the invitation here because it's saying, answer the question. Yes. So here's another one. I put together a swipe file of 11 tips to break out of a scarcity mindset. Want a copy? Drop a yes below. Let's go through the components. Okay, so this would be posted where the ideal client is. What is the pain point? Scarcity mindset and needing to break out of it and knowing how hard it is. A lot of us have struggled or still do struggle with a scarcity mindset. There's not enough. Resources are limited. And we hear a lot of information about how we have to let that go and welcome abundance and embrace abundance, but we don't know how. And that's the pain, is we want it, we want to do it, we don't know how. They're recognizing the pain point. They're giving hope. Break out of it with these 11 tips. The hope is you can break out of it. And my 11 tips can show you how, right? Invite. Want a copy? Drop a yes below. So simple, yet so effective. These are some other ones, right? So free offer. If I were to look at your current process of organic leads, would you want my help? Right? So someone's offering to look at your lead generation process and find flaws and offer solution. I'm gifting 20 future self progressions. Would you like to meet your future self, the millionaire? Drop a yes below. Everybody wants to see a future self where they're in a new place. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire. So this is tailored towards the ideal client here, who is someone that does want to be a millionaire. I am creating a morning magic activation to help women start their days fully aligned with their goals and full of energy, passion, and motivation. What is the pain point? We don't start our days fully aligned with our goals and full of energy, passion, and motivation. Especially if you're a mom and a mompreneur, chances are we might start our days saying, holy shit, I've slept in, and running around in a tizzy trying to get everybody off to school and then sitting down to work on things frazzled. This is offering to fix that with a morning magic activation. Who wants it before I make it paid? Question mark, invitation. These messages don't have to be short like that either. They can be longer, okay? You can, and sometimes longer is great, especially if you're posting on your own Facebook page or in your group. Providing more information really helps get to that trust factor in know, like, and trust, right? Because you're showing people that you have the knowledge to help them. So let's recap what we know about the marketing process so far. You want to take your clients on a journey from their painful point A to their desired point B. You want to find your BFF clients using market research and your perfect client persona. You want to have them self-identify using launch posts. You want to create messaging that speaks to their pain and desired end result, and you want to invite. So I promised to do a giveaway today, right? Da, da, da. Okay. For everybody that watches the video all the way to this point and comments below launch convo, I will write 5 launch conversations for you that you can post in groups. And you can post it in my group with 1,300 members plus. Okay? And I'll even give you 3 other groups that you can post it in to start with. Now, here's the caveat. You comment launch convo. You have to have your homework done so that I can do this for you. If you don't know who your ideal client is and what your promise is, what your I help statement is, I can't write 5 launch conversations for you or tell you what groups to post in. So comment launch convo. If you've already posted your homework and stuff in the group, I will use that. If you haven't, because you don't have to, if you've done it personally and you don't want to share it, then you can send me a direct message and let me know, who your ideal client is and what your I help statement is so that I can put these together. Got it? Awesome. So now do you see how easy it can be? It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be painful. Okay? It doesn't have to be cold spammy DMs. It doesn't have to be, spending so much time trying to find people that want to work with you. You can get them to self-identify. You can share, once you have them self-identified and you're friends with them and you're engaging with them and they're seeing your stuff and you share an offer or a message, right? Your messaging shows them how you can help get from their painful point A to desired point B. Then they will call you, right? So it doesn't have to be impossible. All right. So commitment. I love seeing the commitments in the group, by the way. Thank you, everybody. I love seeing it. It fills my heart with so much joy. So I, Angela Bell, commit to implementing the CMS method I learned this week to gain time, freedom, and financial success in my business. I'm excited about tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to show you how to create your freedom sales engine. Okay. It's amazing. It is how you stop doing everything yourself, but you also make sales and generate high quality, leads and deliver high quality results. So this is the exact method that I have used to help myself and hundreds of successful mompreneurs create time and financial freedom. Here's our homework. List 5 to 10 Facebook groups your BFF clients hang out in. List 5 of your best competitors. Remember, don't compare. Okay? Go in looking like, hey, you've done some work and I want to take it. Right? What is your BFF client's pain point specifically? Where do they desire to be? And create one launch conversation of your own and post it in 3 groups. Okay. Awesome. So do the homework. Okay. Post it in the group if you're comfortable. If you made it this far and you post launch convo, make sure I have that homework one way or another so that I can create 5 launch conversations for you and tell you 3 groups to post it in. And if you're not already signed up to attend the VIP session tonight at 5, attend the VIP session by clicking in the link in the description. The choices I wanted to give. Okay, so 2 things we could do at the VIP session tonight. I can either do launch conversations and dive deeper in it and help you work on them, which, if you made it this far and you're making this choice, I'm probably already doing 5 for you. Or we can work on the messaging. I can help you craft your messaging for your offers. Let me know below. It'll be at 5. I'll send out the link shortly, probably in like 10 minutes. And tell me, what's your biggest takeaway? I want to know. Biggest takeaway from today. And thank you all for joining me. It's been fun. And we will see you all again very soon. Oh, my reminder. Ready? Remember, the woman you see when you look in the mirror is exactly what a successful entrepreneur looks like. Remember that. Bye.